Hello, wonderful traders. Dadas here with the Dadas Trading Room and Dadas Trading System Workshop. The daily recap. Hmm. Okay, I was trading only DAX 30 index today, and first I'll show you what I should have done, and then I'll tell you what I've actually done. Well, basically, as you can see, the DAX market today made a very significant downwards movement. Uh, I mean, 550 pips. So that's like more than yesterday, right? Significantly more than yesterday, even. Well, you see, what the market did during the Asian session was it moved up. Then it consolidated, and after the Frankfurt opening, it moved down. And at a certain hour, it started retracing back up. And on just around the opening of the USA session, it again consolidated and started moving down and down and down and down with very small corrections and a bigger correction by the end of the day. But at the very end of the day, it went down again. That's what it did, and you can see that in the beginning it was nicely inside my the data universes, I call them. So like these ellipses, they form a universe, and the price works inside this universe. But sometimes it goes out, and if it goes out of the universe, it's searching for another universe. So so it basically usually has no it just continues on down or up depending which way it goes. Anyways, that's what happened generally. Now, somebody might have been wondering why did the market make the move up like this? And yeah, well, basically, if you if we go to the H4 now, and we switch on all of these data pivot zones, so the weekly, the monthly, the annual, yearly, and the daily one, right? Or the other way, the one at the top is the annual one, and this one is the weekly one. So annual, monthly, weekly, daily, right? If we switch them all on, so we switch them on by clicking on them. So yeah, if we switch them all on, we start having the general view of what was happening. Well, basically, mm, since the beginning of the week, the market was going down to retest the annual pivot point. And it basically, see, yesterday it actually stopped at the level of the annual data pivot, right? And you see it retested it on the downside and found it as resistance, and then continued down, almost reaching the monthly pivot. And at this level, it bounced off and retested again the annual pivot. So basically, somebody must have had some kind of an interest here, and that's why they pushed the price up. However, as we can see, the market actually defended this level again, right? And started going back down. The first reaction was the first stopping point was at the level of the daily pivot, Dada's pivot, daily Dada's pivot, and then it again respected this level as resistance, and again it bounced off somewhere around the monthly pivot, monthly Dada's pivot. We don't exactly know what level they retested here. Well, we have to look for it. We'll have to go back and look for it. Yeah, maybe it was some kind of a zero line, or maybe it was another zero line somewhere on the on a higher, even higher time frame, right? Because we are looking for something below this level. So something below this level is somewhere very far in history, right? So yeah, could have been this here, perhaps, right? No, it's not even that level. Okay, so in order to find that, we need to go to another time frame, and if we can't find that there, we need to go to a higher time frame, and then on that higher time frame, we can start looking for something important right there. Yeah, so in other words, it could be a zero line, or it could be some kind of an important support resistance level, like for example right here, right here we have a certain resistance level that later became support. Also we have something right there, yeah, like yeah, which could be important. So basically, we can say that the price still has some room to move, like 12,500, 12,400, somewhere this vicinity. Of course, there is also a possibility of getting some kind of wicks, and those wicks could be longer or shorter. We don't know, right? So yeah. So basically, anyways, today we could have figured out what was going on, at least by these levels. And then what was the right way to go? Well, because we actually don't know how the price is going to behave, because the price always has three options. It can go up, it can go down, it can go sideways, right? Consolidate sideways. Now, let me switch off the Dada's universe here. So we go to the indicator, we switch it off, switch the plot ellipsis off. Now, let's take a look at it from this perspective. See, the first signal was right there. After the Frankfurt opening, we had a new breakdown candle. Yeah. However, we also had a break up candle right there. Now you can see a specific formation here of three candles. So we have a trend candle, a churning consolidation doji type candle, and another one breaking up in the opposite direction. Now, very often this kind of pattern tells us that the market is going to go up. However, we don't know, because sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, right? Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it doesn't go up. Now, the next candle, the next M15 candle right there, still doesn't tell us anything, because, yeah, I mean, basically it can tell us something because it closed below the open of the other one, but we have a relatively long wick on the bottom, which suggests that there could have been some support, right? Where where suddenly the bulls came into the market. So basically, uh, the wisest thing to do is to wait for a breakdown. Now, the breakdown candle is actually this one, right? This one is actually the breakdown candle. So basically, we have the first clue is the breakdown from the consolidation, right? We check if the stop loss is at a sensible level, right? Now we have to observe on this candle, so we have to observe on the 1030 candle what's happening right there, if the market is respecting these levels as resistance or not, right? If it is respecting it as resistance, then we have an opportunity to go into a short. And of course, you see the take profit is somewhere in there, but it's wiser to put the take profit somewhere higher, close to this zone, but not exactly at this zone. And then we would have from this line like 40 pips. Now, okay, we cannot see that on the Renko candles anymore because the market has plotted a whole lot of Renko bars today or Renko blocks, and and we can't see past probably 1900 or somewhere around 1800 hours maximum, not even 1800, more like 1900 hours. Okay, so basically we can't see much. Anyways, that would be the right way to go. I didn't trade anything there because I wasn't there. Now look, at exactly this level, the market reacted. So there was a certain pushback, right? A pin and a small bullish candle. Yes, it is. This is more like a churning candle. This is more like a consolidation candle or doji type candle, generally speaking. But we don't know if the market is gonna go up now or continue down or maybe consolidate sideways. We don't know. This is the Dada's daily pivot, right? So it's an important point. So we should basically wait. Now the following candle shows us a good situation because it is a breakdown candle. It's a breakdown candle of an engulfing type. So this gives us a clue that the market wants to go down rather than go up, right? So now on the next candle we have to look for an opportunity to go short, and our take profit could be just as we have measured or even a little lower somewhere right there, so like around 30 pips. So around 30 pips is enough for our Dada's trading system trade, yeah, even with a trailing stop, and to get 5, 6, 7, 10 pips or whatever, right? And again, uh, we know that we have another important Dada's pivot level here at the monthly one. And again, we don't know what's happening. The price isn't reacting exactly here. Now it's breaking down, right? Since it's breaking down, we have we are absolutely validated to look for a short trade around there. And basically, because the candle is still not formed, so you see there could have been an opportunity for at least 20 pips right there, which is enough for our trade, right? Even if the candle ended bullish. Okay, now when the candle ended as a bullish candle, again we don't know nothing, or in other words, we know only this, right? and we know this. So we basically know that we have a breakdown level right here and a break up level up there. Yeah. So now we have to look, we have to watch for what the price is doing. Which way is it going, right? We're gonna have that. We're gonna have this situation plotted on the Renko chart, and we have to look which way the price is going. And basically, there is a break up right there, right? There's a break up right there, and there's also, if we want to respect this zone, then we have to wait for this break up, and then trade whatever the market gives us, because we have some room over there, right? Yeah. So what next? Again, when we are at this level, we only know this and we only know this. That's what we know, and we don't know anything else, right? So potentially, let me try. Oh, it's out. It's under there. Let me try it again because those lines are not there. Oh yeah, that's the way it looks. So it can't. Oh, what happened here? Yeah, that's the way it is. So as we can see, the a long trade would be after breaking that line. So basically, after breaking that zone. A short trade would be after breaking this zero line right there. So basically, we could have a short, potentially short trade from here to about there, which makes it about 25, 26 pips. Now, the market only moved about 12, maybe 13 pips right there, maybe 17 altogether, right? In two moves, in half an hour. That's still enough for our trade, for our break-even trading stuff. So yeah, so that's the way. Let's delete that. Let's delete that. Okay. Now, like I said, we can only trade long there. So basically, we don't have a long because there is no breakout. There is no breakout. There is no long. Now, the next situation is right there. Yeah. So we have this, and we have the previous one. We have this. So now we trade long after break up there or short after break right here. So basically we could look for shorts anywhere right there. Even if we took one loss, there still was a trade going down ultimately, right? Okay, what next? When we reach this zone again and we see a price action like this, again, we don't, at this moment, we don't know if the price is going to go up, down, or sideways. So we only know this, and we only know this, right? Which means trade long if the price breaks up and respects that as support. Trade short if the price breaks this, plus the zone here, yeah, another sign. And again, we see that there was that after this candle, yeah, again, this candle right there was an opportunity to get in short and go, well, we didn't have we don't have any more lines support resistance lines right here further, we would have to look for them. This one, this zero line wasn't plotted until 800 hours on this chart. So so it was like already right there. Yeah, it was already right there. So at this hour, this line appeared. So it wasn't there. Uh, what we could have done, we could have done this, right? So we have this and we have this, right? We have this and we have this. So trade long after the break of that, trade short when this one is broken. Yeah. So this one is broken. Yeah. This is respected as support. So it's a good idea to get even even if this is a trade for 49 pips or about, yeah, or at least our 5-6 pips, right? There's a, so yeah, so this was the first move. Now we are, let's delete this. Now we are here. We see this price action. So what do we know? We only know this and we know this. They are at about the same levels, right? It's difficult. There's gonna be, yeah, we got something here. I don't know what we got. We got too much. We don't need this one. Okay, so yeah, we got this. We've got a perfect middle consolidation, right? So in other words, we got trade short on the break of this, trade long on the break of this. You said, okay, there is a break of this. Yep, there is. So basically, we could be trading long like this, and we could be getting a stop loss. Sure, why not? Yeah, that's what happens. Unless we got, because this wick here is about 16 to 17 pips long. Yeah, maybe a little bit even longer. Well, at least 16 pips. At least 16 pips is enough to get our 5 pips, right? It's enough. Now, trade trade short, yeah? Trade short on the break of this. So the break is either here, or if you want to be, more precise, that the break is here, we got another trade, right? Right here we can have another trade for 20 something pips, for example. Then again, we don't know anything until we see at least 2 candles, right? So at this moment we see this, we see this. Trade long on break there, trade short on break there. Well, depending on the hour. So, anyways, could we have traded this right there? Maybe. Yes. From here to there, about 37 pips. We could have traded that, right? 37 pips. I mean, this candle is not formed yet. So we're just trading the price action that is right there, right? Now, okay, so that's all we know, yeah? Now, what's the situation after this candle? We have two candles. One is up, the other is down, right? So we have this. Am I gonna be able to? Didn't work. Let's try again. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. Cancel it. Click this one. Cancel. Okay. Now we have this, right? So what do we have here? Trade long on the break of that. Trade short on the break of that. We got a break. Well, probably wasn't. Probably there wasn't much opportunity to get in there, but still, it's like 50 pips right there, 40 something. Or on this one, 29, 30. Yeah. Can we get our 5 pips? Yes. Okay. So that's another way to look at it. Probably the best way. This way is probably the best way. And you know, but what did Dadas do? Well, Dadas did something like this. Dadas came, opened the charts, and then uh, perhaps Dadas didn't plot these lines, right? Or maybe just the daily line, the daily pivot line, and then Dadas. I'll show you here because you can see the screenshots here. Dadas did something like this. He said, my stupidity, as stop loss is too wide relatively, so my stupidity. Yeah, because see, instead of entering the market when the price was good, yeah, I entered the market somewhere down there. That was completely stupid. Why? Because uh, let me show you the next screen. On the next screen, I'm showing you why. Because from there, from that line to this line, we have almost 15.5 pips. So if I had entered anywhere of that line, I would have gotten at least my break-even trail stop. 1, 2, 3, trail stop, right? Even here, 1, 2, 3, trail, no stop, no stop. Take profit. That is the difference. That's why I got out of that's why I got out of that trade, even though later the market crashed down. And theoretically, when holding this trade, I could have made a lot of yeah, profit. But look, the real stop loss level will have to be up there, right? At least that blue line over there. I put it a little bit higher, and I said, "Oh shit, that's too high." Because normally it opened here, the stop loss opened here, but I moved it away because I thought, "Well, shit, this is wrong. This is wrong. The market is moving up, yeah." And then it came back down, and it moved up again, and then it came back down and started giving me a little bit of profit. So I closed it, and then it moved back up again, and later it moved down and up again. So even here I'm still not in profit, right? So this is the whole difference between a good trade and a poor trade. So that one was a very poor trade. The next trade you're gonna see is right there, and there are here we have a couple of trades. There is a long that is stop loss, right? Let's see if we can see it already there. Maybe we can see it already. Yeah, see here. We can't see anything before. But that's not even those. That's not even those trades yet. That's not even those trades yet. So basically, those other trades, I think they were here. Let's see. Yeah, see, I got in somewhere over there. Maybe I got in right. I don't know. But looking at the M15, we see that I didn't get in right because I was still under the daily pivot zone. I wasn't. The price wasn't broken yet. Didn't break up. So this trade was bad, and I also moved the stop loss too far, and I made a loss, right? And then I decided to go short, and I made a profit. Again, I think this profit was trailed by yeah, it is a DTR, a trade DTR trade, so it was trailed by the expert. So I said that here I was fully recovered, I think, because this one was at 1.2 lots, this was at 1.5 lots. Now, fully recovered after this one. This one didn't fully recover yet. And then I decided to take a trade after this signal. And, you know, this was kind of not systematic. I didn't make any measurements. I just jumped in, and as soon as I had my profit, just a bit, I closed it, and I closed it right. Now let's see if we can see that. Yeah, I think is that this trade? No, it's not this trade. Now we can't see it. Those are the next trades. Now here is another situation. Here's a situation where I went in short. I got it. I got a stop loss, and then I went in long. Now you see that there's a difference because this was 1.6 lots, but this is 1 lot. So this trade was closed by the expert advisor on the trading stop, right? After the third one, so it was like a first, second, third trail stop, and it was only 1 lot, so it didn't recover this trade. There was still some money to make up, and I did exactly a similar thing as before. I jumped in at 2 lots and fully recovered right there, right? Still, it's all not. I mean, it's not exactly the right way to go. Yeah. Now here, what I did here was I didn't make a mistake. I mean, I made this mistake. I made the mistake that I clicked here and I left the stop loss level at this level, which was actually a stupid level, because the stop loss should have been at least over there, higher. The stop loss would have to be over there, right? So basically, I got my new signals, but I didn't move the stop loss. I should have been trading. This was alright to trade, but the stop loss should have been up there. So it should have been like on this trade right here. Now, because I lost that one, I jumped in for a long one because I saw that you know, there's a break of the trend line. So I thought, hey, maybe they would be going up, and I lost again, right? So now I have 1.4 lots lost and 2 lots. So this is a pretty big lot. So I got angry at myself, and I thought, man, the market is moving down today, so why don't you just make a short, go short, put the stop loss where it's supposed to be, put your take profit where it's supposed to be, and wait out a while. And I did. And I waited out a while, and this is like at almost 37 pips at two lots. Absolutely made up my whole loss and made me a profit. Yeah, so basically I got my profit, but I didn't do it the right way. Again, I did it the wrong way. And then you see, the good thing today is that I've created, I've got my epiphany today, another one, and I've created my new signals. And they kind of work like this, that you click here, you're supposed to enter after this signal, and then you can do whatever you can do, you will do. Yeah, you can click here, right, and you got to jump in because this signal, those two signals, they appear exactly at the same time. So there is there could be just a very small time to jump in the I mean, right, in this situation, the market gave a little bit more opportunity, but again, you got to watch where the stop loss is because the stop loss shouldn't be there. Stop loss should be right there. Should Stop loss should be at least below this one. Yeah, the initial stop loss. Then we can move it up. Yeah, if the price breaks out, we can move it up here, and then we let the expert do whatever it has to do, right? So basically, these signals are very good, even though they're not perfect, because, for example, like if you were thinking that the market is going down, then we have a signal right there, and this signal was good, right? But then if we look at this signal, it's not that good already, right? Even though there is enough room for the expert advisor to do its job. But then if we look at this signal, then we don't have enough room for anything. We need to get our stop loss, right? So, the signals are good, but are not bad, are not, I mean, not perfect, not perfect. And you see, like, here is a first signal after the break of the trend line, and even though the stop loss is very tight, it's still good, right? But the stop loss shouldn't be there, the stop loss should be higher. Or we can trade like this and always have, just take the stop losses and continue, because it won't work 100% of the time. So like, here's a nice situation that's potentially, developing for a short. You go in, we go in short right there, and we got to take a stop loss. See, we got to take a stop loss, but then the market, the market revisits this level a couple of times, like 3 times, 4 times, right? So the stop loss shouldn't be there. The stop loss should be higher, somewhere right there, yeah. And that's this dilemma, yeah. Because whether it's good to take a stop loss or move the stop loss higher. Okay, so yeah, we got a lot of those signals right now. I mean, now you see the spread is wide, and it's not the right time to trade anymore. The market will be closing soon, completely. I mean, completely for an hour, in about 15 to yeah, 15, maybe 17 minutes. Yeah. Okay, so that's it. That's the daily recap for today. Like I say, I'm not very satisfied with my performance. Now, even though I'm ultimately I ultimately managed to make profit, I'm absolutely not satisfied with my performance. I gotta do better. I know I can do better. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you very much. Let us turn these buttons off. Please like, please subscribe, please join my Discord server. I'm streaming live. Please join my Patreon. It is patreon.com/Dadas Trading System. Please become my patron. For as little as $17 per month, you will get access to my special Discord server channels. You see, I have some special Discord server channels right there, and you'll have access to my tools. You'll have access to special videos. You'll have access to tool updates, and you'll have access to a special patrons only channel where you will be getting little prizes and awards from time to time. And of course, please keep in mind that when the money you pay monthly in the monthly Patreon subscription on my channel, it accumulates. So in other words, if you accumulate enough money for my private session with me, then you will get a private session with me. We usually wait until you accumulate enough for a 3-hour session. So if you accumulate enough for a 3-hour session, you will get private live trading with me. We will go to the private room where there are only 2 people can join, right? There's a Dada's private room right there. Yeah, I'm gonna change that to 2 people. I mean, I can set to how many people can join this channel anytime. We can go to this private channel room and talk one-on-one, and you will have a lesson. If you accumulate enough money for 6 hours of coaching, you automatically get for free my whole system with all the instructions, videos, and everything, and you can then start trading my system. Okay, thank you very much for today, and see you tomorrow on my next daily recap.